Oh, knock, knock. It's another Monday, which means it's time for some bad elephant wrestling action right here in WWE 2K23. And I'm joined, as always, I'm Tom, your host. Don't know if I mentioned, but I'm joined, as always, by 21st Century Fool, Mr. MyGM. How are you?
Good to see you, Tom. It's good that you also introduced yourself to everyone. But it is I, Mr. MyGM, back for another week of Mammoth Monday, Bad Elephant Wrestling. Really excited.
I hope you had a good week. I'm also excited. We have a great night of action coming up, and we are going to kick things off right away. 21st Century Fool, why don't you tell them about the first match on tonight's card?
Absolutely, Tom. We are kicking things off with two. I think I'll say fan favorites. I'll say that it's Spider-Cat and Hans.
Are they your favorites in any capacity?
Of course.
Do you have favorites beyond yourself?
They're very few and far between, but both of them have teamed with me in the past. So therefore, they are in my good graces.
That's true. Hans used to be your tag team partner. The two of you held the Taco Bell tag team titles together at one point.
Yep. And Spider-Cat and I have tried to get work done as well. That didn't work out as well, but hey, he tried.
All that counts is that you try.
It tends to help if you win.
Gnome Church, good to see you. Gnome Church is going to be in action later tonight against Kenneth Omega, so I'm very happy to have you in the chat for your matchup. And speaking of matchups, Spider-Cat and Hans have not been on TV in a while. They haven't had the cleanest of winning records. So I think tonight marks a possible new start for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they've got to get off the rough road they have both been on. Though, to be fair, I think Spider-Cat has had a less bumpy ride as of late, but he has been away from things for a little bit, so good to see him back in action again. Hans coming back as well. His a bit more tumultuous. We'll see as his music hits if he can get the job done tonight.
We will see. Gnome Church, I hope you had a great weekend. How you doing? Hope you and the fam are good. You play any cool games? You see any cool sights? Definitely let us know. Hans, I believe the last time Hans was in the ring with Spider-Cat, he ran roughshod over Spider-Cat and took the now retired Twitch title off of Spider-Cat. I do not believe these two have had a one-on-one match since then.
I believe you're correct, Tom. Say. Because that was a while ago. A long while ago.
Absolutely. Now, Hans is a much different man than he was when he faced Spider-Cat previously. But he's looking for some redemption from his downward spiral that started at Unstable and seems to keep going. He suffered a few big losses, but maybe defeating Spider-Cat tonight will put him back on the path to the top. Gnome Church in the chat. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, a most convoluted anime dating sim. Interesting. Yeah, I know a lot of people who literally took multiple days off of work to play Rebirth, so good for them. That's incredible.
Convoluted or not, as long as it's worth it.
Heck yes. We're getting ready for the bell to ring on this matchup.
Speaking of worth it, always worth it to be here for Mammoth Monday. We're glad you're here with us as Hans laying into Spider-Cat. Really laying into Spider-Cat in that particular.
Devastating amount of pressure on the throat there, 21st Century Fool. How do you think that could impact Spider-Cat's long-term game in this match?
I mean, you got to keep your opponent down by any means necessary. Spider-Cat, though, much like the cat aspect of them, seems to often come back from out of nowhere. So I do not fault Hans for putting boots to Spider-Cat early and often.
True. Spider-Cat has always been a surprising underdog. Anytime they are faced with insurmountable odds, they usually come out on top. Spider-Cat defeated Josh for the Twitch Championship when no one expected Spider-Cat to be any bit of a threat. He also came out of that rivalry with the boss intact, where many interns have perished. So Spider-Cat, he could get through Hans this time. This is the big rematch from the first time they faced Hans.
Is a distinct possibility. Hans looking in control at the moment, just kind of, big stomp, just tossing Spider-Cat around to start things off. Spider-Cat looking very much not like themselves, or perhaps more like themselves from way back when they were teaming with me.
And Hans choking out Spider-Cat. This is a maneuver we've seen Hans pull off before, definitely. He seems to just love picking up his opponents and choking the life out of them.
Just wearing them down by any means necessary, Tom. I mean, if the ref's not going to stop you, just keep on doing it.
We put in a lot of work. We tried to get Sephiroth to appear in this match, but he is living off so much of those Rebirth royalties that we just had to go with Spider-Cat. But
he's busy right now.
Would have been a much better ratings bump.
It's true.
Halfway through the count, and Hans, oh wow, just bashing Spider-Cat's brains inward.
Into the post again.
21st Century Fool, now that Josh has reclaimed the Sparkling Ice title,
oh no,
who do you think would be a more dangerous opponent for him? Would it be Hans or would it be Spider-Cat?
At this point, it's going to be Hans because we're at 9 and Spider-Cat is down the ramp. Oh, he just got in there. I didn't think he was going to make it. I thought we were going to start things off with a big old count out today.
Not today. Producer Becca, when you are with me, I'm free. Thank you so much for resubscribing. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you're excited for your match later tonight. But, sorry, 21st Century Fool, could you repeat that point you made? Who do you think would be a more devastating opponent if they were to go after Josh, or if they were to go after JB, Like, who's going to climb the ladder to what title?
Well, I feel like we've seen Josh's Achilles heel lately has been, I'm just going to be honest, people that look like Hans currently. So I would say Hans is going to be a tough opponent for Josh. And I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody can take down JB. He has sort of been, he's been on fire as of late, winning just about everything. I mean, he needed 2 chances to win the belt, but you know what? He had that Money in the Bank briefcase, so we're going to call it good anyway.
We're going to see JB his debut match as champion tonight in our championship showcase. We're going to have a very special 6-man tag match where JB and Alphabet superstars RK and CJ will team up. It'll be champions versus, we'll just say, very well qualified opponents. We're going to have Chris, 1H1.
People who should maybe be champion.
People who should
I'll say it.
And there's Spider-Cat with those it kicks rolling over Hans. Could this be it? 1, 2, and a kick out.
Perhaps it's champions versus former champions and Thom.
Interesting. Yes, I have not held the belt yet. What's up, Josh? What's up, JB? JB, the Bad Elephant Wrestling Champion, in the chat, along with Jake. Good to see everybody as we get rolling. Hans laying into Spider-Cat.
And back to the choking in the corner. The referee, chastising Hans.
What else can you do?
That's about it.
What can you do to Hans besides chastise? I defy you to do anything but chastise Hans.
Bribe him to lose with a double Whopper with cheese? I don't know.
Possibly. Hans is vicious as ever, though. No matter how much he changes, he still likes devastating his opponents. And another elbow. Josh says, just got done playing the McDonald's Fortnite thing. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I made a giant chicken McNugget. I have questions and want no answers.
Oh my goodness.
I did try Fortnite for a little bit while they were doing their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. Oh, wow.
Big sit-out squash. I think this is it.
Oh, man.
1,
Speaking of a double whopper
2,
with cheese,
3.
that is it.
There we go. Hans has ascended. Spider-Cat sent back to the SPCA. And, oh, my God. I guess Spider-Cat just can't beat Hans.
It certainly seems to be the case. Hans looks almost in shock there that he won, honestly. It's like, is that... I won? Okay.
I guess he will take any victory he can. Well, congrats to Hans, and let's see where this momentum carries them as they move up the ladder here in Bad
Oh, yes.
Elephant
Wick Donald. I didn't know that was a Fortnite thing.
I am kind of perfectly happy not knowing what's being described. But 21st Century Fool, why don't you catch everybody else up?
That is what's being described, Tom.
Go for it. Tell me what it is.
It's, well, you can't see it, I guess, because of the glare off my screen. No, they have a whole, it's like an anime style thing that McDonald's is doing right now. But they made it WC Donald's instead of, like, they flipped the M upside down.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Well,
I don't know what it is, but there's an interesting new sauce, and I had to try it. So there you go.
There you go. Do you think this sauce is going to be as interesting as our next match? We're going to see tag team made up of rivals from the women's division going head to head. What do you think about EC Mary?
Nothing sauce-wise should be as good as this match if these 4 wrestlers can focus on the match at hand and not on fighting their partner.
True.
Which I understand is very, very difficult.
Apparently. But we have Apocalypse QT and producer Becca, who recently had a series of great matches with one another, teaming up with Toxic Melody and EC Mary. And that's interesting because Toxic Melody cashed in their Money in the Bank briefcase on EC Mary. Did not come out on top, but seems to earn a shred of respect from the women's champion. So these two teams are going to go head to head. Tell us in the chat who you got your money on. CF Punk, who do you got your money on?
I'm wondering if this doesn't turn somehow into a fatal 4-way.
Everybody
as we see the champion come out, because I feel like as much respect as all 4 of these wrestlers have for one another, they all want that belt.
Oh, sure.
And I think they're going to send a message one way or the other.
I mean, it always comes down to everybody wanting to be number 1, so every alliance is only temporary.
Exactly.
I mean, just like you and me, we're allies right now, but when it comes to the MyGM mode later, I want the Mr. MyGM title, you know what I mean? So when it comes to that belt, that gold, I'm coming after it.
Good luck, Tom. It's been 3 seasons. I think it's going to be longer than that.
I don't know. I think I got a shot this time.
I mean, you try your best.
Cowboy, good to see you in the chat. We got all the Game Corps boys. We got the full set. 21st Century Fool hanging out right now. Love to see it.
Much like McDonald's glassware, we have the whole set here.
There we go. Producer Becca saying, obviously, I'm going to win. So, you know, there's some
bias.
There we go.
Finally, somebody said it. Somebody was honest.
And here we have Toxic Melody, the first ever women's Money in the Bank winner. Cashed it in dramatic fashion and fought very well, but unfortunately did not cinch the gold.
Nope, came up a little bit short there. I maybe would have waited until after the first match, but, you know, Toxic Melody, very excited about the opportunity. Did it mid-match, made it a 3-way match for the title, and had opportunities and just couldn't close the deal.
True. Producer Beck saying, did you see the good reviews on WWE 2K24? Not only did we see them, but between the two of us, somebody may already own it. Oh, wow. It's a big mystery. You'll have to see. Done.
Jake's saying, why can't I see Cowboy or JB? Are they in the chat saying stuff, or are they impersonating John
lurking.
Cena?
No, they're lurking. Like creeps. They're like Reddit users. They're just lurking in the background. I hope they show their faces eventually, because I want to see both their sexy faces. But Jake, we're happy to see you at least. And here comes producer Becca.
And representing the family from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
As described, producer Becca representing Bad Elephant Gaming. Apocalypse QT, though, kind of walking to the beat of their own drum. And that drum is pounded with a steel chair.
Yep, pretty much. Into the hearts and heads of everyone they wrestle.
And sometimes the spines. You know, if this match goes good enough, 21st Century Fool, is this the possible beginning of a women's tag team division here in Bad Elephant Wrestling?
I mean, I think that would be a great addition to Bad Elephant Wrestling.
I mean, I'm always down to create a new belt, so maybe that's what we got to do. Apocalypse QT, pulling EC Mary into EC Mary reversing.
Elbow there.
EC Mary can't decide. Does she want her old rival, producer Becca, or is she going after Apocalypse QT?
What's she going after Toxic Melody? You may never know.
Nice.
X-Breaker.
Nice director's cut from EC
Champion
Mary.
cleaning house here.
And is this match already over? Apocalypse QT looking like Jake in a steel cage, just asleep.
Just taking a nap there.
Sister-in-law brawl calls out producer Becca. You are correct. Action spilling to the outside.
Big knees from the champion in the ring. Showing off once again why she is the champion. Nice suplex.
And producer Becca having a firm edge over Toxic Melody on the outside here, but Melody coming back. Wow, that was impressive.
Can't take your eyes off anyone in this match for that long. They are going to make you pay. It's a rookie mistake. You hate to see it.
What's the biggest rookie mistake you ever made in wrestling, 21st Century Fool?
Probably teaming with Spider-Cat.
Gotcha.
Agreeing to be color commentary on, I don't know.
Well, this is one mistake you're not going to get out of anytime soon.
No, my contract certainly says otherwise. So I'm here.
And
Oof.
boom. Nice code red from producer Becca on the outside.
Everybody outside the ring. Nobody wants to be in the ring. It's a silly place.
And there he is, Metroid Mike in the chat. Sorry, I'm late. My son heard my music today and told me he was proud of me. I had to take a moment and dry all the dad tears off my face. Oh my goodness. That's really touching. And just remember, you are a great musician. Your tracks rule, and I'm glad your son has taste.
Don't let Game Corp waste all of your talent, Mike.
Oh. Quit your day job. Pursue music full time.
What? Has he cut any new songs since being in Game Corp the faction? No. They are clearly taking up all of his time.
You hear that, Metroid Mike? You gotta cut Game Corp loose.
I now want either an Alvin and the Chipmunks cover of a Mastodon song or a Mastodon cover of an Alvin and the Chipmunks song. Oh, DDT.
I mean, you give me some Mastodon lyrics, and I'll get you a Chipmunk version. I'll sing that right here, right now.
Thank you, Meatwad.
He has. It's called Balefire. Yeah, 21st Century Fool. Check yourself.
Now people are just coming for me in the comments.
Boom.
I just want to hula hoop.
Here you go, JB. That one's free.
Nice. All right. Well, Tom serenades us. Toxic Melody is slumbering outside.
Apocalypse QT doesn't seem to know if she wants to help her partner or not, but Mary and Toxic Melody definitely in trouble here. And oh wow, look at this. A lockjaw.
I'd say that should be illegal, but you know what? Do it anyway.
Did anybody catch AEW Revolution last night with Sting's retirement match?
Did not. They were with the Young Bucks, were they not?
They faced, yes, Nicholas and Matthew Jackson.
I do need to see that.
Balefire are going to try to have one show this year. Do you need help live streaming it? Josh really liked your joke there, 21st Century Fool. You got a legit spit take out of him.
There we go. I will take it.
Melody against the world right now. Mary's down, and QT and Becca are taking turns putting on the
And
offense.
Toxic Melody appears to be winning.
Oh. Melody stumbling backwards, locking up with Becca, and there's another coder. How many of those can Melody take?
We're gonna find out, I'm sure, especially on the outside where pins can't happen. Oh, but in the ring, look out what happens here.
Got the brutal lock down and in. Is Apocalypse QT gonna make it? Producer Becca now stopped from saving their partner. Wow, Apocalypse QT lasting much longer in this hold than most people and breaking free.
I thought that was gonna be it, Tom.
Well, you can never say die with Apocalypse QT. Oof. Oh, look at this.
I don't know, you might there.
Look at this team. They are working like a well-oiled machine together. This is pretty impressive.
Does Josh get a nickel every time you say that since it's in its entrance right now?
Wait, what?
His entrance music says impressive, so.
No, his entrance music right now says done, done.
Well, it depends on which
Done.
one it is. Of his 6.
Well, we are currently in the Lies of Josh era with Lies of Josh.
Oh, look out here, Page Turner.
Whoa! Who's gonna get the pin
pin!
first? Double pin! 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Mary kicked out, and producer Becca did not.
That was an incredible finish.
Wow.
Truly loved that.
What could have been a no contest draw instead is a win for your champion and possibly her biggest rival.
Is this the making of a future all-star tag team in the women's division? Did we just see history begin tonight, 21st Century Fool?
Could you imagine, Tom?
I can
How many
imagine a lot.
belts could EC Mary get?
We'll have to find out. Producer Becca not happy in the chat, but you know what? They put up a hell of a fight. 21st Century Fool, any closing thoughts on that matchup?
I mean, your wife is doing very well in the league. I'm just going to leave it at that.
And she's doing well without nepotism. I could just keep her atop forever, but you know what? She's actually doing it on her own. Very impressive in this day and age.
Still with you, producer Becca.
What, you're angry?
I understand.
Well, deal with it. So, moving on, we've got an interesting one-on-one matchup coming up. 21st Century Fool, do you want to give us the deets?
It's corporate boy himself, Jake from Game Corp, versus greatest wrestler alive right now, Kenny Omega.
Two stalwarts here in the singles division at Bad Elephant Wrestling. We got Kenneth on like permanent loan from AEW, and
I completely agree, Josh.
Josh saying my characters in the game are like the many versions of Jericho. They are all great and never get old. They never get old, and their entrances never shorten.
I agree.
Here comes Jake, accompanied by Cowboy.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Cowboy.
And
A
Jake,
much more lively entrance than Jake used to have in tag team action, per se.
I mean, Jake, ever since he got rid of his tank, he's just been moving.
He has been on a fast climbing upward trajectory, much like most of his stock, I'm sure.
Cowboy going to be an impressive hype man at ringside. Do you think he'll get involved in the match at all tonight?
Knowing Cowboy, yes.
Gotcha. I mean, Jake in the chat saying Kenny got no chance. We're going to see.
I mean, Cowboy likes to, get involved, take other people's parking spaces, things like that. And then, sometimes you have to remind him that he's wrong, and it's somebody else's parking space.
And his opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Here he is. Cowboy and Jake doing impressively well, even though Game Corp, lost their tag team titles and seemingly lost the approval of the boss. Everybody's sticking together pretty well. We got JB at the top of Bad Elephant Wrestling as our world champion. So they're in pretty good spirits, I say.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're correct. I don't know if I would be on the outs with the boss yet again. I mean, the boss likes winners, and I can't blame him. And right now, there's only one person in Game Corp who is a winner.
The boss on a bit of a vacation. He said he wanted to use his infinite vacation days from Bad Elephant Wrestling, and we were like, we don't offer infinite vacation days. And then he threatened my family, and I was like, we have an infinite vacation policy. You're right. So he is gone for right now, but I'm sure he'll come back with a vengeance at some point. Maybe.
And a tan, more than likely.
Yes, he'll be a darker shade of purple. Jake laying those hard dress shoes right into Kenny's shoulders.
I think those should be illegal.
Oh. It's
He
almost like
cannot convince me those aren't actually wooden,
clogs
that are weighted.
Jake went to Denmark just to get the deadliest shoes possible. Kenny Omega is not in wrestling in AEW at the moment because of diverticulitis, but he is here exclusively at Bad Elephant Wrestling.
That's right. Diverticulitis free here at Bad Elephant Wrestling.
And look at that, stepping on Jake's hand. How's he going to use his golden cell phone?
I mean, you got voice to text, right? Maybe?
I don't know.
Got one of them assistants?
I don't use that shit. I turn that off.
I mean, that's fair, but what is this?
Interesting.
That was interesting.
Going for the cover here. Is this it? One.
So speaking of that, did you see Paul Heyman, future Hall of Famer, the other week, running into some trouble with Cody Rhodes and using not one but two cell phones to call Roman Reigns and The Rock?
That was pretty impressive. Going back to his Paul E. Dangerously days. But I got to tell you, it's so beautiful that he's finally going to be a Hall of Famer, that they're doing it in Philadelphia, ECW's homeland.
Yeah, that is long overdue and exactly the correct place to do it. So, Fisherman Brainbuster.
Metroid Mike just cleaned up. My beard is officially below my chest. Mike, you and Josh should have a beard growing contest. I would actually love to see who could go further with it. 21st Century Fool and Metroid Mike, do you have any additional predictions? Hard mode, you can't say Bray Wyatt, but any additional predictions for this year's Hall of Fame? I assume we might get... Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Stun Dog Millionaire. This match might be over.
Look out here.
Oh, there it is. The corporate claw.
The corporate claw.
And Kenny gets out.
Kenny is in big trouble.
Oh, no.
He might be out.
2, 3.
He is out.
Is Jake the greatest wrestler on the planet?
Oof. Don't let JB hear that.
I mean, Jake just destroyed Kenny Omega.
I've never seen a man get rid of a tank and somehow become more powerful.
He is all the firepower he needs.
That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
No overtime. He's clocking out. Well, Jake may be the most dominant wrestler currently on the roster. We'll have to see what that could lead him to. 21st Century Fool, any thoughts on what this victory could get Jake in the future?
Well, Jake over there talking about the match rating, I will say maybe you got to let the match go a little longer, keep the fans a little more invested, and maybe it'll be higher than average. But other than that, a convincing victory
Hell yeah.
for our former apocalyptic assassin, now turned corporate management. It's you know, I don't know. I'm not. I'll be honest, Jake. You're doing a great job. I'm not liking the button up.
Oh, wow. 21st Century Fool over here against well-dressed men. You heard it here first.
It's normally where they work, but you know, like, yes, also.
Well, speaking of going to work, you and I are both going to work next in our main event. This is going to be a showcase of our champions. You, myself, and Chris from 1H1D are going against the Bad Elephant Wrestling Champion, JB, and the Taco Bell Tag Champions, RK and CJ. What do you think about this showcase? Are you excited? Let's mention the match type. Do you want to reveal it to everybody?
We wanted something extra special tonight, so we are pulling out the Hell in a Cell we haven't seen in a while.
Absolutely.
And of course I'm excited for this. I'm in the match.
So am I. You're going to see an incredible feat. We're going to commentate and wrestle at the same time. And Jake,
like
don't worry about the fickle fans and what ratings they give you in game. Everybody in this chat saw you kick Kenny Omega's ass. That's going to go a long way. Metroid Mike, you said you believe Batista will get inducted. So here's a fun fact. Batista was announced for the Hall of Fame in 2019. He's already been quote-unquote nominated. However, the WrestleMania he was supposed to get inducted at was the Mania that got canceled due to COVID. And then when they combined all those years' winners, he didn't want to do it. He wants to be inducted in front of a crowd. But speaking of coming out to a crowd, we have JB this is the debut of his custom Stinky title. This is his Bad Elephant Wrestling Championship. He dropped Metroid Mike's design and he put his favorite iconography, Stinky title. 21st Century Fool, how do you feel about this belt?
We don't have that much time for me to get into this, whatever this is. And also, and something I'm more angry about, he dropped the scooter.
Well, he had something else, but I guess Hell in a Cell rules do not allow the something else to happen. So we'll have to wait until next time. But everyone in the chat showing their approval for the Stinky belt. Fun fact, he asked me to also make his entrance music Stinky, but I couldn't make it. We have to install those mods still. And making their way to the ring, the kings of the tag team division. Who are they, 21st Century Fool?
Yeah. Evan and CJ, the alphabet superstars. They have been a force for a long time and finally have the gold to prove it. I'm still stuck on the who's getting inducted this year question.
Oh yeah. So anyway, Metroid Mac, back to my thing. Batista basically said, "I don't want to be inducted until I can be inducted in front of a crowd," and since then they just haven't gotten around to getting him in. There's been multiple Hall of Fame ceremonies in front of crowds.
I feel like this year could be a good pick for that. I think that's pretty good.
I just wonder, you assume everybody wants to be the headliner. So it's like, who's going to be the headliner? Is it Heyman? Or is it automatically Bray Wyatt? Or, I'm very curious. Like, who do you give the main spot to?
Probably Heyman.
Can make a strong argument.
I could see them doing Bray Wyatt if they had multiple people talk about him.
Very likely would be his brother and his father, Bo Dallas and IRS, respectively. But
so
we've got Chris from 1H1D in the ring, a future Bad Elephant Wrestling Hall of Famer in my book.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, no, I think if you're doing it in Philly, the headliner has to be Paul Heyman.
Absolutely. And coming to the ring, freshly tattooed, there's me, and there's you. Bad Elephant Gaming, baby.
482 pounds.
Both tattooed in slightly different ways.
I mean, I have a tattoo, and you have just
I've
bandages.
been tattooed by Cowboy and the rest of Game Corp.
You've been branded with Cowboy Shovel. Are you ever gonna heal? Are those wounds ever gonna be repaired?
Look, it's in my contract, all right? Take it up with
It's
take
in
it
your
up with
contract
legal.
to be in pain forever?
Doing the show with you, Tom, so yes.
Oh, all right. I'll remember that.
I'm sure the bandages will come off sometime. Mostly when we remember to take them off.
True.
Maybe if we ever get around to getting 2K24, or probably at that time 2K26.
We're just skipping over 25. All right, here we go. Our first ever six-man tag match inside Hell in a Cell. And the referee doesn't even know what to do. So much meat in front of him. So you know what I was thinking about last night, 21st Century Fool? Did you see the video going around of Darby Allin's spot from last night?
With the glass?
Did you see that?
Yes.
So even if that is sugar glass, which I'm pretty sure it might have been, is Mick Foley's Hell in a Cell spot no longer the most dangerous spot? And like, basically, has Darby Allin made Mick Foley look soft?
I feel like he's made him look less crazy, but not. I don't think you can look at all the things that Mick Foley has done over the years and call that man soft.
Okay, all right, true. That's not what I entirely meant. I would just say that, like, Mick Foley's two most iconic spots, the Hell in the Cell drops, kind of just don't have me have the same degree of holy shit as some of the things Darby Allin does to his body. Especially that fucking chair and glass spot last night.
I mean, sure, but like,
I think Foley may have been replaced.
I disagree.
Okay, tell me why.
I feel like just because something is more outrageous does not make it better. You know, I can go to like a circus and watch a guy put giant nails through his face.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't really mean I'm going to be insanely entertained.
It's just,
you
are
know,
you gonna walk up to that guy and be like, boring?
I mean, if I ever want a free tattoo and/or piercing, then yes. But I'm not going to tell Darby Allin I think he's less than Mick Foley either, despite the fact that I believe it.
Oh, did we just get a cage door knocked out?
I think so. I was too busy watching you and I taking CJ apart in the middle of the ring.
I mean, we are very impressed with ourselves. This is true. But
oh, look out though! I think that's RK coming in with a chair. We seem to be using the drone shot that is now being used for all of WWE.
And you're bringing a table into the ring right here?
And we are not zooming in, so I have no idea what is going on anywhere. As you almost get a 3 count over CJ. RK now in the ring.
JB and Chris.
Getting more of what CJ got.
JB and Chris continuing their championship rivalry, knocking each other back and forth inside the ring. CJ and CJ going toe-to-toe right now. Oh, that could have been a nice
former champions. Present champion, former champion going at it.
Chairs, tables, we just need ladders to complete this trifecta in here.
Right? RK rolling outside trying to get a breather.
The Alliance
I'm going to go outside and bother RK apparently.
Yeah, the Alliance of Champions here seeming to make a big impact. Just bending Chris backwards over that knee. Oh, but what do we got
here? 1H1 DDT.
And a kick out.
Oh, is JB able to break it up? RK is still dead to the world on the mat.
Some hits.
Everybody avoiding him. Oh, big chair shot from Chris. Look out here.
Oh,
planting me.
Smartly rolling out of the ring, though.
Absolutely. No dummy. I don't need to take more punishment like that.
Oh,
Ooh.
my precious, precious spine. How dare you?
No, I think the cage is the cage still intact?
I can't tell, but as soon as that wall comes down, we might see some
These
action
drones really need to do a
outside.
better job of zooming in.
Oh, everybody's getting back in the ring, it seems.
I'm saving Chris for more punishment, but taking it all myself. You're welcome, Chris.
Torture rack, neck breaker. Man, the champions are all really proving why they're on top here. I think we're in trouble. Oh, maybe not.
They'll do something about it, Tom. That's why we picked you to be in this match.
I thought there was just nobody left. I thought that's why you picked me.
I mean, potato. Oh, big splash from JB. I'm gonna move to the corner here.
I'm just
Well,
glitching.
Tom-
I'm glitching across the aisle right now.
While Tom thinks about all of his life choices.
Oh, we'll be here for a while if I do that.
I mean, you are there for a while. It's fine. I'll just lay here bleeding on the canvas.
Where you belong.
CJ now over there, or excuse me, Chris now over there with CJ. RK thrown back into the ring.
21st Century Fool going for.
Was that
looks
a
like
Sister Abigail?
Yeah, something like that. No pin out of it though.
Tom,
Oh no,
did you
RK's got me rolled
set
up.
up?
One.
RKO.
Yes, your finishing move. Two. CJ kicks out.
Oh no, there's JB. We've seen that one before. Chris, anytime you want to get in the ring, buddy.
I think Chris is disgusted with us. Nope.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. Thanks, Chris. You waited till the last minute, but at least you got there. Pop-up power bomb by RK. And oh, now I'm in trouble.
Here comes the Tilt-O
Who let
Whirl
this happen?
power bomb. Jake calling out. It's just a big pile of man right now. And
Oh, never mind. Chris is tapping out, apparently.
the champs prevail. Damn.
Chris, what happened? Was the hour up? Did you just not like this match?
I
I'll have
think
to watch your podcast episode.
they just proved why they're at the top though, because not only did they win, they all hit finishers at the same time and just made everybody tap. So, JB proving he can work well outside of Game Corp.
Don't give him ideas, Tom.
Well, 21st Century Fool, even though we were on the losing end of that contest, how did you feel about that entire matchup?
Pain. I felt pain, Tom, and lots of it.
Gotcha.
Not even just the pain of losing. It was mostly the pain of being repeatedly slammed into the mat.
Where do you think our champions go from here, 21st Century Fool?
Probably back to the locker room.
Gotcha. Well, you know where you and I are going.
Yeah, let me get a little something there.
Oh, all right, you're gonna. Here we go. Yeah, I would say we're going head to head because that's what we are competing over. It is time for MyGM versus mode. 21st Century Fool, do you want to tell them why you're Mr. MyGM?
Of course I can, Tom. I am Mr. MyGM because I have won 3 seasons in a row of MyGM mode. So,
Well, good for you because I'm coming for that belt. I will be Mr. MyGM by the end of this season, and you're just gonna have to burn in my light. So let's get SmackDown booked. We are in our second week of shows here. I promised Gilgs a match with Metroid Mike, so that's easy. I feel. Let's just get it going. Metroid Mike is the Intercontinental title. He is the Intercontinental title. Let's just put it up. Let's put it up for grabs. Get a
he
little
is the
rivalry.
table.
He is the table. Do we have women's tag team titles? No. All right, so that's going to be my main event. Oh, I got to check out. All right, cool. Oh. Hang on. I'm buying this.
I believe in you, Tom.
You don't have to lie to me. Ooh.
There's belief somewhere there, Tom.
All right. All right, so main event. We definitely have to get women's tag team titles going. And hey, it works so well in one version of the show. Let's try to get it going again. I'm gonna put Becca and Apocalypse QT together. And,
when in doubt, go back to the well.
And let's get them going. Oh, let me see here. Who's available? Kristen Stewart? Melania?
Metroid Mike saying, if I lose, I'm giving myself another leg wound.
Well, you can do that all you want, buddy.
I would not recommend it, but, you know. I am not your boss, so hey, have at.
I'm going to hire Andrea Cannons.
Coming through that forbidden door.
Absolutely.
Speaking of producer Becca talking about 2K24 earlier,
yeah,
I am happy to see that one of the things you can do in 2K24 is tag team callouts as a promo.
Yes, you can. Very excited for that.
That is going to be absolutely fantastic. Because that is the one thing I really have wanted through 3 seasons of MyGM mode, is to be able to up a tag team rivalry by doing a promo.
All right. We're going to have a couple rivalry callouts. We're going to create a little rivalry between Noodle and Thunder Bandit. And, yeah, let's keep that one going. All right, power cards. Let's make a table match do really, really well. Let me see here. Raise the popularity with the lowest. Andrea Cannons will be up by 15. Confirm.
There you go.
And then Donna Matrix will go up by 15. So, all right.
Have you checked out the
All right.
the songs that are going to be in 2K24, Tom? And are you...
The songs that we're just going to have to mute on stream? No, I hadn't looked into that.
I just didn't know if you thought they'd be better than what we currently have.
This year was a real mixed bag. I'm not going to look until I play the game, but I hope it's better. Wow, you can't even follow the rules that Triple H gives you. Can you, 21st Century Fool?
Look, is he Mr. MyGM? Has he been it for 3 seasons? Why would I listen to him? I mean, I'm sure he got Promoter of the Year. All right, I'll give him that.
Sure.
But you know, I know what I'm doing.
I'm going to take that belt and I'm going to take it to Metroid Mike's next show and have him autograph it. He's going to acknowledge me as the real Mr. MyGM. Metroid Mike, you excited for WrestleMania? Josh, Becca, anybody else going to be watching the 2-night event? I mean, obviously we're talking about the Hall of Fame. Metroid Mike, I've got 8.4k reward points. Could I spam hydrate? I mean, you could, or you could book a MyGM match. 5,000 points. You can make Matt or myself book a specific match on our MyGM card. So it's your points. You spend them however you want, but you could do that, and we would have to do whatever match you say. Or you could just, you could do hydrate and just make us drink. I'd be drinking 40 cans of bubbly. So, up to you. I forgot you had the boss and Josh as your tag team champs. That's pretty great.
That's right.
Metroid Mike gonna think on it. Are you copying me? Are you also gonna put your women's tag belt on the line?
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but I can.
Boo!
Thank you for suggesting that, Tom. I was just doing a tag match.
Metroid Mike never fully watched WrestleMania. Well, you got 2 nights of it on Milestone Mania. Mania 40.
All right, what else we got here?
I don't know. I like how JB is top of the card in both versions of what we do here.
That's right.
He's top of Bad Elephant Wrestling, and he's top of MyGM on Raw. Anybody see Dune 2 over the weekend? I went and caught it with some peeps. Anybody get something of that sandworm popcorn bucket? I got
This is
mine.
the most ridiculous thing
Hold
ever.
on, I'm going to go get it. Hang on. Got my Dune popcorn bucket right here. And make sure it's in frame. Sorry if this interrupts you. Blah, 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 blah. The most hilariously unnecessary popcorn bucket of all time, but I love it. I'm very happy to add it to my popcorn bucket collection. I would say this is the best popcorn bucket I bought this year after my Madam Web popcorn bucket. Metroid Mike saw Dune 2 chicks at the same time. Yeah, did you see it? Do you mean me to put it on camera again, Jake? If you need me to go get it again, I don't mind. I did get the bucket though. Oh, hold on, I'll show my Madam Web bucket off. This is my Madam Web popcorn bucket. This was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died. So I got this. I have not read the books, Metroid Mike, but I have enjoyed the movies, and I've enjoyed picking the brains of my friends who did read the books, so it was an experience. Very good sci-fi epic. What are we doing?
All right.
All right, a pretty impressive card. You got RK, Waluigi. You got Josh in your main event. The boss calling out a rivalry. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of everything here. I think I'm good. I got the commissioner happy for once after he yelled at me. Got everything that's unlocked available. I don't need any new members just yet. So, yeah, I think we are good to go.
Let's do it. That's a fun hobby. It is, you know. I've heard drugs are great, but you know what? Popcorn buckets are good too. So, let's get into the Intercontinental title. We're going to spectate this one. It's Gilgs versus Metroid Mike. Who is going to be at the top of the IC division on SmackDown?
Who is going to get their own special commemorative popcorn bucket after this match?
And if anyone needs...
There you go. That's a good one, Tom.
If anyone
you
needs...
were making a popcorn bucket...
Yeah.
For any wrestler on your roster, what's the who's it for, and what's the popcorn bucket?
It would be for Metroid Mike, and it would be a blood-stained trash can with Metroid Mike written in blood around it. And it would be like metal. It would be a realistic trash can.
All right, we're going to need to make that happen now. That's too good of an answer.
We got Gilgs, one half of the Bad Dudes, coming down to the ring. Intercontinental popcorn bucket belt, says Metroid Mike. I love it.
I like it.
Just full hardcore wrestler on you, Metroid Mike. What about you, 21st Century Fool? Any wrestler on your roster, what kind of popcorn bucket would you make for him?
Trying to think of everybody I got there. I think it's either the boss.
Okay.
And it's an Employee of the Month trophy that's open at the top.
I like that. All right.
Or it's Retro Josh, and it's the power glove with the fingers down, and then you're eating out of the sleeve that your hand goes into.
Terrific. Oh, Metroid Mike with a good one. Jake's popcorn bucket is a tank with a tie on it. Really, really love that. And Metroid Mike, here you go. SmackDown's Intercontinental Champion. That belt looks so good on you, buddy. That bucket is a closer, says Jake.
Popcorn is for closers.
Chris's would be an Xbox 360 controller, but it'd be like a big metal controller, and instead of the Xbox Jewel, that'd just be where you put your hands to get the popcorn out.
Nice.
Who else?
The fans yelling, let's go, but I say you can't rush greatness.
No. Metroid Mike comes down to the ring just as quickly as he wants to. He's got to rock out every step of the way. And now, see, this is what builds a quality roster. 21st Century Fool, you need to take notes here.
You mean just get Metroid Mike?
Exactly. You were too slow. I got him.
You know, that might be a distinct possibility, Tom, because something else you can do in 2K24 is you can trade for wrestlers.
What possibilities the future holds, 21st Century Fool.
That I feel is another. Again, that's something we talked about. Wouldn't it be great if you could trade wrestlers between brands? And there you go. So what I'm hearing is they're actually listening to us.
Just think about the possibilities, 21st Century Fool. Imagine if we were doing this in 2K24. Can you imagine?
I can.
Interesting.
Soon.
Maybe. Metroid Mike, did you hear Mick Foley said he wanted to do one more hardcore match, but he wanted to do it in the indie promotion? I mean, look, I love the guy, but I mean, I know that his knees are fucked. I would be really worried about him doing more wrestling. Like, did you see that episode of Wife Swap? Where, like, he revealed he needs help, like, getting his socks on every day? I'm not doubting the man's spirit, but geez, I don't want him to hurt himself.
Yeah. Well, and you just want, like, if you're gonna do a last match, it needs to be a good one. It can't be who's the guy who beat EC3?
Tyrus. Well, no,
yeah.
EC3 beat him.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
But yes, it can't be that. It can't be Ric Flair's last match. Like,
oh, that was a mess. Yeah.
Like, you just don't do it at that point. Like, it's not even worth it.
Atomic drop and on 2 in a wait.
3.
Call him Oppenheimer because there's 3 atomic drops right there. Nice headlock.
I'm amazed they didn't have a commemorative popcorn bucket for that.
I think it's a little too tasteless, but I would have bought it. That's true. DDP Yoga did help Butterbean. And now picking him up, laying into him.
There is nothing DDP and his yoga can't do.
You know, I think, honestly, WWE are completely foolish for not having Mick Foley still under, like, a Legends contract. Like, you know, I've heard, like, stories over the years of them just not treating him exactly well, and it's like, he's one of your most beloved guys. Just give him a paycheck and have him be your brand ambassador, for God's sakes, you know? Like...
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I mean... Yeah, again, he's almost universally loved unless your name is Flair. So like, I don't really understand why. Yeah, like why you don't lean into that. It's easy money, which is something from what I've seen all these years from you want.
True, and
you want as much easy money as you possibly can, so you can then give it away in lawsuits and NDAs to keep people quiet.
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer does support Ric Flair. Jaeger, good point out there. Yeah, he was just fooling around. Also, yes, you heard it here first. I want an Oppenheimer popcorn bucket.
Twisting neck breaker.
I actually want a United States Senate hearing popcorn bucket. That's what I want from Oppenheimer. As Gilgs gets thrown into the ring. Metroid Mike going to work.
Ooh, Gilgs with a big right in return.
Gilgs has got to put Mike down before Mike can play into his hardcore moveset. Just put the pain on you and put you away. That's what Mike excels at.
And that's what we're seeing right there.
But no matter what these guys do, they're going to prove why SmackDown is the best brand in MyGM mode. Much better than anybody over at Raw.
You're half right, Tom.
Josh, what movie is that associated with? Can you explain what movie that would be from? 1. Gilg's kicking out here. All right. Making Metroid Mike work for it.
That would be from the movie Dave, Tom.
Dave?
Isn't that the movie?
What are you talking about?
Am I thinking of the wrong name?
I've never heard of a movie called Dave.
Isn't that the movie with the guy he looks just like the president, and then the president like gets sick or dies or something, so they basically like hire him to be like basically the stand-in for the president?
I have never heard of this in my life, and I'm the movie guy, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody look this up.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, so this is an Ivan Reitman film from 1993 starring Kevin Kline and Sigourney Weaver and Frank Langella and Ving Rhames and Ben Kingsley. And I mean,
and you have no idea what this movie is.
And it had an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. This movie basically doesn't exist, but
to which Tom goes, "What movie?"
I've never heard of this movie.
And you throw Oscar parties. Look out of here, cover.
Well, I mean, you know, this predates the Oscar parties I had ever heard of. I'd ever thrown. I'd watch this. Yeah, this seems like a pretty decent movie. It's kind of an unimpressive title. Is all I'm gonna say. Like, you know.
Well, yeah. Well, that's his name.
Divorced from sure, but you know, you don't call like Independence Day. You know, whatever any of their first names in that movie is. You know what I mean?
Sure
like,
thing, Oppenheimer.
Well, that's his last name.
Oh, my bad. It's so much different.
If Oppenheimer is called Robert, I mean, it's like pointedly different because he was a real person.
That's right. The original working title was just Bob the Bomb.
Hold on, not Independence Day, the day.
Metroid Mike.
Josh, the main
taking it to Gilbs.
Josh,
going for the cover.
Hold on, Josh. The main character's name in B movie is not Mr. Like his name is Barry. It's not B movie. B movie is not the name of the main character.
Oh, Jawbreaker. Gilbs getting out of that eye rake.
I can't even call the actual.
The champion is blind. Takes a giant fist. I'll call the action for you, Tom. I'll take all the work here. I'll do the movie talk. I'll do this. Look out! Big elbow.
Shrek is a more interesting title than... Okay, yeah, Independence Day. Steven. Independence Day is not called Steven just because that's the main character's name. Anyway. Shrek. That's not Dave.
What about Bob?
That's a Richard Dreyfuss movie.
Gil giving it to the fans who are booing
Jurassic
him.
Park, more like Alan. See, Metroid Mike gets it.
Metroid Mike was getting it here in the ring here, so maybe he should focus on the action.
I think he's about to finish up here. Gilg's rolling out for safety.
He certainly looks in control at the moment. Gilg's a little stumbly on his feet there, and Metroid Mike is not going to capitalize.
Imagine if Terminator 2 was called John. Just John, the movie. Gilg's kicking his feet up at Metroid Mike. The disrespect to the Intercontinental Champion. You think this is going to end in count out 21st Century Fool?
Probably.
No title change, though. Metroid Mike would retain.
Metroid Mike would retain. Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
Gilg's back inside. Metroid Mike pinned against the barricade by those 400-pound steel steps. He is not moving.
Wait.
He is out on his feet like it's a fatality from Mortal Kombat.
Are the stairs blocking him? Are the stairs blocking?
And that's the match. That's what you get for watching SmackDown, folks.
The stairs are still there.
That's what you get. Gilgs, through strength, determination, and apparently telekinesis, able to defeat Metroid Mike.
He put him up against the wall with the power of the steps. What in the blue hell was that? That's the funniest glitch that's ever happened in the history of this game. But title does not change hands. Metroid Mike, don't worry. You don't have to injure yourself. Oh, I guess countouts do. Wow.
Look out.
Fun fact, countouts change titles in MyGM mode. That should not happen like that. All right.
Don't look now.
We're gonna we're gonna spectate this match. Let's give Cowboy and Josh a showcase here tonight. So I guess you do have to put a wound in your leg, Metroid Mike.
That's the last time Metroid Mike comes to your defense on movies, Tom.
Call this movie Michael. He's getting the drill. All right, you can go to the bathroom, you can make a trip to the bank, you can get your tires changed, because Josh's entrance has begun.
You can do your taxes for 2025.
You can do a full playthrough of Persona 5 Royal.
How's that going, Tom?
I'm at like the 46, 47-ish hour mark. Oh, it's a Milwaukee drill. All right, yeah, you won't do any damage like that. Josh slowly descending to the ring. He is forklift certified.
All the ladies love it.
Josh, need to talk to you about it then. Yeah, absolutely. Let's just spoil huge chunks of Persona here on stream.
Like you ruined Metroid Mike's title hopes.
Has he talked to you about the Best Buy credit card? I always remember to ask customers if they had the credit card when I worked there. Oh, in Discord. I gotcha. Now that's a man that wants me to buy a $50 HDMI. Hey, monster HDMI cables with those gold plates, you're not gonna go back. But no, in all reality, just buy Insignia, much cheaper. Remember my teachings? I remember everything you taught me. Best Buy employees in the chat, drop a BB. Drop a BB, everybody. The only monster cables that matters are instrument cables. Oh, those big 1/4-inch beasts. BB. Best Buy employees, drop them. We truly, oh my god, we truly are one. I didn't realize it was this many of us.
We all need blue polos again.
I think I still have mine. Somewhere. I usually try to keep like souvenirs from every job I've had. Name tags, lanyards, shirts, you know. Yeah, Josh has betrayed us all. He's no longer an enlisted man, he's an officer.
He's become Jake.
He has become Jake. That's a good one. I like that. What departments did we all work in? I was in home theater, and every once in a while I would get to go work in gaming when nobody else was there. I liked gaming better. What about you, 21st Century Fool?
I was in the camera department.
Oh, nice. Metroid Mike was warehouse. Gotcha. Cool. So you got to unload the trucks. They were yellow.
Oh, that's right. Warehouse and security were yellow, right?
Josh was home theater, gaming, Geek Squad, sales manager. BBYB? I don't know what that is. And here comes Cowboy.
making the grandest entrance of them all.
Oh, Best Buy business, got it. Cowboy getting off his hog. JB, good to see you still in the chat. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Congrats
On a
on
steel
your
horse he rides indeed.
congrats on your heck and a sec victory, JB. And congrats on your brand new title. I don't know if you were in the chat when everybody flipped out over it, but they loved it. Uh-oh, Stinky. La 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 la. Metro Mike saying Best Buy hired him for merchandising. I only did music and movies merch. Oh yeah, your match was about like, I don't know, close to a half hour ago actually.
I'm sure you'll get to see it another time, along with your new entrance, as Tom is teased.
Yeah, I had I gave you a brand new elaborate championship entrance, but I guess with the Hell in a Cell matches, they change what is possible. So next time.
Absolutely disown your family, though. That's an easier way to make sure you don't miss a moment of Mammoth Monday.
Yeah, live the rest of your life alone. As long as you have us on Monday nights, it's totally worth it.
100%.
I mean, if you don't disown your family, you might miss me taking that MyGM belt from Matt, because I'm going to be Mr. MyGM at the end of the season. Cherish that. Cherish that 21st Century Fool.
Oh, I do every day.
Yeah. Cherish
But
it
it's
like,
not going anywhere.
Cherish it like it's a dude.
Unlike Cowboy, who's going up.
Oh, he's going up. Is he going out, though?
I think just down.
Josh using that power glove. Taking Cowboy out of the knees so he can't pick up a TV off the shelf. Locking up. And nice backbreaker there. Josh taking a page out of Bane's book. Metroid Mike throwing away the key in the chat. Uh-oh. Oh! Nice maneuver there from Cowboy. Making Josh sweat a little bit. Now keep an eye on those stairs, folks. We never know if they'll attack a wrestler the way they attacked Metroid Mike earlier.
That's right. The stairs are rabid on SmackDown.
Oh, what? You have better stairs than me over on Raw?
I mean, my stairs have never attacked anyone yet.
Okay. I'm going to call Stair Control in to have yours inspected.
Are they inspected by the same company that creates them?
Like Boeing?
Correct.
Anybody want to fly?
Not after watching that.
Oh.
I will walk.
That's why I pick Spirit Airlines.
Oh, look out here. We might have another count out here on SmackDown.
They don't call us Perfect 10 for nothing. And Josh makes it back in.
Come for the wrestling. Leave before they get back in the ring.
I got my money on Cowboy on this match. I think he's going to take it to Josh.
Oh, the disrespect.
I think he's going to scuff up Josh's Skechers.
I hope Josh is still in the room to hear this.
And oh, Cowboy. Deftly maneuvering out of the way there. I love it. I love it.
Float over DDT. No. Countered by Josh, who is then countered by Cowboy. Fisherman suplex.
Into the pin.
A perfect plex, if you will.
Better than perfect, some might say. Certainly hope you're not Rob Lowe. And, oh, is this it? No, Josh saying, fuck you, buddy. And even posing. Look at that.
Skechers are indeed the S.
They're S tier because they have S in their name. Oh, I think
All
this is it. I
right,
think
Josh looking to finish things off here.
that wasn't a full Jaeger bomb, but
Did out power bomb.
Yeah, it could end the match. Nope,
No.
Cowboy kicking out. Are we shoe picky people in the chat here? I mean, look, I only wear Adidas's. I think they're comfy. I love the styles. I love the designs. But what about everybody else? Are we picky with our shoes in the chat? Matt, what do you wear?
Whatever.
Just whatever. Got it. Oh, nice.
Oh, wheelbarrow. Stunner.
Josh is a Nike guy. Confirmed in the chat. Let's see here. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Cowboy looking beside himself there. It's either that or Josh's comment about what type of shoes he wears. Oh.
Oh, I think that's
There's
it.
Cowboy's response to the Nikes.
And I don't think he's done. I think he's scouting Josh. And here we go. Get ready to shake, rattle, and roll. And that might be it from Josh.
I think he knocked
1,
Josh's glasses
2.
through his skull. No,
Wow.
Josh kicking out. Wow.
What is that?
The power of Cowboy. Deadlifting him up into a backdrop.
Cowboy furious. Furious that didn't end the match. And Josh now getting to his feet. Cowboy should have killed him when he had the chance. Running power slam. And oh wow, the disrespect from Josh, just feet to the head.
Well,
And
they
there's-
dissed his catchers.
There's that power glove punch. Okay, Metroid Mike in the chat. I have tall feet, so I have to wear something wide because all shoes smush my feet. New Balance makes shoes extra wide since they're normally made wide, so New Balance is at least painful. And then I wear Red Wing boots for work, but I have special inserts. It took 6 months to break in. Yeah, don't you hate that period when you put in like a new gel or a new just kind of, you know, as he said, a new insert in your feet and they don't break in right away, and so you're just like ugh, this is supposed to be helpful.
Oh, Josh missing with the Superman punch. Look out here.
I'm glad you found something that's comfortable though for you, though, Mike. Absolutely want you to be at your best. And another
We'll say
wheelbarrow.
New Balance does make a decent shoe.
1, 2. Josh saying F you.
Kicked out
to Cowboy.
again. Cowboy beside himself there.
Now Cowboy's showing the disrespect. A very tight matchup here. Josh up in the corner. Metroid Mike asking the white New Balance with the grass stains. Anything more, Dad? How about more Dad than a Bronco Buster to Josh?
Wait, what?
Cowboy might be calling it close on this. And here we go. We gonna shake. We gonna rattle. We gonna roll. 1, 2. Wow. Josh is just saying nope.
He's got more TVs to sell. You can't keep him down. Okay, maybe you can. Does it take him 3 weeks to get up?
Josh is powered by Insignia, and he is not going to quit. But Cowboy targeting that power glove arm. Is that Cowboy tasting his own blood right there?
I'm not sure. And I don't want to ask.
Oh.
Ooh. Hardest part of the ring.
Josh in the chat, like the completionist, I'm going to keep going no matter what happens.
Wow.
No matter what reality is, Josh is just going to keep pushing through, ignoring all commentary. Nice snap suplex from Cowboy to Josh. Oof.
Oh, look out. The steps are involved again.
And,
Uh-oh.
oh my god, wait, Josh
stuck.
in the same position as Metroid Mike. I'm keeping an eye on the stairs.
I thought he was just going to stay there, like, just swaying like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Rope break. Cowboy's not positioning appropriately.
Cowboy kissing his hand, it looked like.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh, nice leg sweep. And Josh signaling for the end. Here we go. Jaeger bomb. Is it going to be enough to put Cowboy away? Boom.
He hit it. Now, if only he can get up.
Took a lot out of him.
He does roll him over, center of the ring.
1, 2.
No.
Good gracious. Cowboy is bodacious. Oh, Josh going for the knee strike there. Cowboy saying, nah, nah.
Yeah, big miss there.
Josh
needed to capitalize, and now is in trouble again.
And there it is, another Bronco Buster. Defiant to the end is Cowboy. 2. And there it is. He finally made Josh take a nap.
Here is your winner, Cowboy.
Love to see it. Cowboy taking his rivalry with Josh to another level. And let's see how the crowd felt about that match. They gave it a 2.5 star okay. I actually was much more impressed with it. But, you know, the audience is going to react how they're going to react.
There's just no pleasing some people, Tom.
Exactly. And Josh saying the ref blocked the shot, so anything could have happened. Interesting.
True.
Interesting argument from Josh there. All right, we're going to wrap up on SmackDown. We're going to see, I think Hans is going to win this one. CJ
No.
pulling out the win here as the rivalry grows. And then up next, who will be our tag champs? I think it's going to be Becca and QT. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
A 4.5 star classic. Congrats to the
Wow.
women's tag champs.
All right, I don't know who you paid for that one.
All right.
Hmm.
Thank you for following. All right, 21st Century Fool. Hello, my friend. We meet again. Good to see you. Hello there. We're going to spectate this one, the women's title.
Yeah, I think we're going to do both title matches.
Cool, cool. All right. You're doing good. How are you doing, King? Hope everything's going well for you tonight. Are you going to be picking up WWE 2K24? We're rocking 2K23, and who knows how much longer that'll actually be happening. Living legend Victoria coming to the ring. A very smart pickup. One of the few smart things you did over on Raw.
Hey, she wanted a rematch as well, and I was more than happy to put a legend in the ring again.
Yeah, just trying to juice your numbers, absolutely.
That's what it's all about. It's all about stakeholders, Tom.
You're gonna pick it up when you have enough money. All right, well. We're planning on getting it soon, so if you want to see some 2K24 gameplay when it comes out, you be sure to come around. Did you get to see Sting's retirement match? We were talking about that earlier. None of us saw the pay-per-view, but just interested if you were watching AEW last night. And here we have Raw's Women's Champion. So 21st Century Fool, why did you want to make sure you put the belt on Toxic Melody?
We've seen the work Toxic Melody has put in, Tom. I mean, this is a no-brainer. You put the belt around top-tier talent, and that's exactly what Toxic Melody is.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're going to show up to watch a pay-per-view or that pay-per-view, that's the match to see there, King.
Especially with that spot. The one thing I did see from it, and I'm curious to see how you felt, King, seeing it live, was King Israel, was Darby Allin's spot through the glass and the chairs. Just, that's been blowing up on social media, and man, was that something to see. Oh, and Orange Cassidy finally dropped the international title. He dropped it to Roderick Strong.
I mean, I feel like that was due finally. He's only been carrying it around and defending it for eons.
Yeah. Real glass. See, I was curious. I needed to look into that, but I mean, it looked real. It didn't break as easily as sugar glass seemed like it would. All right, here we go. Women's Championship on the line. I'm also putting my money on Toxic Melody. I think she's got this. Too bad Victoria can't come out to all the things she said anymore.
Everyone needs Tattoo as their entrance theme.
All the things she said, running through my head. Oof.
Yeah, that was a crazy spot for sure.
The hardest part of the ring collides with Melody's back. Now, did you book this as a normal match, correct?
This is a ladder match. Or not a ladder match, excuse me, a tables match.
Interesting.
Just hit Corey Graves again.
Use Corey Graves as a weapon.
Right? I would love it if you could trade out announcers in 2K24.
That would be interesting. Or if you could have custom announcers, like...
Right. That'd be great. Like, you can still keep the commentary being whoever they are. Like, the actual, like, audio commentary. But, like, swap out the image of people.
Absolutely. Oh, and just, we were talking about that earlier. You are correct. Paul Heyman getting in the Hall of Fame and getting in the Hall of Fame in Philadelphia. That's chef's kiss brilliant. We asked this earlier, so I want to get your take. Who else do you think will be inducted into the Hall of Fame? The kind of easiest one to maybe guess is Bray Wyatt, but do you think there are any other surefire people who will get inducted? I didn't get to say this earlier, 21st Century Fool. I think if we get another ECW inductee, who do you think is more likely, Tommy Dreamer or Sandman? You know, if they use Philadelphia as an excuse to induct more ECW people.
Oh. Honestly, it's probably Tommy Dreamer. I think he's the bigger name.
You think? That's interesting. Metroid Mike says Dreamer. Okay.
Yeah. As much as I feel like Sandman maybe deserves it possibly more, I think they'd go with Dreamer.
Ooh,
Sabu is an excellent one.
And also, I got to give you credit for Umaga. You know, obviously he was big in WWE's reincarnation of ECW, but you know, Umaga gone too soon. I would love to see some respect there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I also agree. I think I would love to see Sabu, I think maybe over Dreamer and Sandman, actually.
I actually agree. Yeah. I would, yeah.
Those are some great picks.
I still need to see the dark side of the ring about Sandman, but I always loved that gimmick he worked where he stayed inside his house for 3 months to sell that he was injured, so like nobody could even accidentally run into him in the streets or anything. That's just pure dedication to the bit. I love it. You should do GM mode, but only people who were from ECW. Well, that might be an idea that we save for 2K24 because ECW and Paul Heyman are added to the MyGM mode in 2K24. So, hey, that's something we could do.
Yeah.
Josh saying Raven, I would also, that would be good. That would be really good.
Johnny Polo.
Johnny Polo. What a mark.
That is another excellent choice.
Toxic Melody making Victoria work for it, and wow, that was an impressive little twisting arm drag. I think Teddy Long might be broken in 24. Oh, we were looking at their stats. What was Teddy Long's?
I forget what Teddy gets in 2K24.
I think he had a funny one.
Oh, it's the one where matches aren't as good or something.
Oh, right. He reduces your match ratings.
Yeah, that is stupidly broken compared to some of the other ones.
Metroid Mike in the chat. Let's just give Iron Sheik another Hall of Fame induction for his pure hatred of Hulk Hogan. Uh-oh. Danger zone here for Toxic Melody.
Look out.
Oh, all right. Keeping away from that table. Ooh, they're getting dangerously close.
They're dangerously close. And I'm okay with it.
I think this could be it.
Look out here.
And the champ
There we
retains.
go. Listen to that crowd, Tom.
I'm cheering more for Melody than for you. I don't want you to win my GM mode, but I'm very happy for Melody retaining that title.
Everyone should cheer for Melody winning the title back. And still.
You love to see it. And the crowd
There
gives
we
it
go.
a good. They say good.
I'll take it.
All right. So you said we're going to do one more match from your card?
Yeah, I'm going to do the main event.
All right. And I think that'll be our main event for the evening. We'll wrap up this great Mammoth Monday after this. Clubberella beats you up.
Getting some rivalries going.
I think Titus is winning this. Oh, Jake coming out on top. Very cool. JB and Spider-Cat. All right, here we go. Triple threat match for the United States title. Matt, who do you want to win? This is your brand, obviously. Who do you want to see at the top of the card?
This one's tough. I mean, Josh is always an excellent choice, though then he'd have 2 belts. That is correct. Titus slipped under the ring again and got counted out.
The match didn't even start.
That's so fantastic. Josh is a good choice. RK is a good choice. I can make Waluigi work. But yeah,
Josh,
King with some excellent takes in the chat. I agree.
If you need
Good
to
to
grab
have your opinions. Go ahead, Tom.
If you need to grab a cup of coffee, take a bathroom break, Josh's entrance is the longest in Pissovish.
The following contest is a triple threat extreme rules match.
Oh, with an Extreme Rules match on top of it.
That's right.
WWE United
Maybe I shouldn't have spectated this one, seeing as it's a triple threat match. We could be here a while.
from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 242 pounds, Italian Stallion.
Josh, is Roman Reigns or Undertaker in this universe? That's a good question. He's 21st Century Fool. He's on your roster. Who is he the equivalent of?
He's less... Well, we've talked about him being supernatural, so it kind of works that way. But I think with his trash talking, he's definitely heel Roman Reigns.
There we go.
Josh is known to cut promos in the chat while he's wrestling in the ring.
He does do that. But also, Josh doesn't have a bloodline because he just likes working alone. Boom.
You're going to have to wait 6 more years for the rest of these intros.
Josh has enough blood for 3 people. Ooh. Who we got next?
This is Waluigi.
Representing the Nasty Boys from New York.
So what made you want to draft Waluigi?
105 pounds.
I needed a plumber on my roster.
Oh, okay. Well, I can tell he's a plumber because he's not wearing a tie.
Yes.
Plumbers don't wear ties, as we all know.
And also, he can actually make it to the ring in a quick amount of time.
King Israel, you are correct. This is why we are better than Smash Brothers, because we let Waluigi in here.
Absolutely too OP. He'd be the greatest character ever in that game.
Metroid Mike, what do you think is Waluigi's favorite drink? I think it's ketchup water. Foul. That's a foul suggestion. I can't tell you, though. But here comes RK. Very fitting that the Birdman would have the American Eagle belt. What do you think his odds are of retaining that title right now?
About 33%.
Correct. 33 and 2/3 chance of winning.
It's also RK bro. There we go.
I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, no, I mean our RK is phenomenal, and if anyone has a chance of retaining a belt, it's gonna be him. So we're gonna see if the champions can go 2 for 2 on this show tonight.
Can they take the Birdman down from the sky? We'll have to find out. Metroid Mike saying, if I worked at Nintendo, I'd want a Waluigi game where it's Mario RPG style and Waluigi isn't, and everyone is looking for him and they never find him. So it's just an endless it's like, instead of Mario is missing, you're suggesting Waluigi is missing.
Right. And he is not in the game at all.
Oh, my favorite Mario character, it's Toad. It's Toad all the way, baby. He's the best. It's called Waluigi RPG. Josh, Metroid Mike, Becca, JB, Jake, and 21st Century Fool. Favorite Mario characters to play as in cross Mario games.
Cross Mario games.
Mario Kart, Mario Party. If they're available, who do you pick? Ooh, dropping Josh at his head.
Yoshi's a good one. I often like Luigi in Mario Kart only because he gives the death stare when he passes people.
A lot of Dry Bones love in the chat.
Yeah, I also do the Shy Guy in Mario Kart. Oh,
Shy Guy's pretty dope.
yeah, I think I'd usually do Bowser in Mario Party. I'm not sure why, but
oh, nice suplex there. Metroid Mike's son likes DK. DK. Does your son know the entire DK rap? That would be amazing if he did.
yeah, where's our boy Wario?
Oh. It'd be funny if he came out here to help Waluigi in this match. Do you have
That
him on
would be hilarious.
Do you have him on your roster?
I don't think I do, but I wonder if it works anyway. Ooh.
Peaches,
Josh laying the fists in here.
RK stunned on the outside. The champ in a bad position.
Now that song is stuck in my head.
You're welcome. Don't forget, RK can lose this match without getting pinned.
That is very true. And if he lays on the outside any longer, he just might.
The stairs might attack him.
Josh going back to the well a second time.
RK, wow. Tallest ladder possible. Uh-oh, setting it up.
Chekhov's ladder over here.
And that's the risk. If you set it up, you might go through it. Josh ignored
Really?
What is this?
I really thought Waluigi was just gonna run Josh over, but that was not the case.
Now Josh is the one on the outside. Wow.
Ooh, big release German suplex there.
RK flying and crashing.
That's great, Metroid Mike.
Diva!
I love that he's got it down, the sounds down. That is impressive. And hopefully, nope, Josh not listening to King in the chat and not getting the tables. That's all right, maybe later.
You know, King Israel's funny. I was listening to a podcast recently that was going over the history of Batista, and they spent a good talk on Reverend Devon, which was so funny, like how that was like a gimmick that stuck around for 2 months, and like he even got Vince aligned with him. Vince was like, Reverend Devon is like my new heavy, and Deacon Batista will stop anyone from interfering with our plans. Like they tried to go like all the way with that, and then they were just like, this isn't working. Let's reunite the Dudley Boys.
Look out here.
1, 2, kick out. RK taking a nap on that ladder.
Just laid out on the ladder, waiting for something to happen.
Oh, what do we got here?
Ooh, big slam.
I can't tell who's the favorite at this point in the match.
Everyone.
Yeah, I guess when you can't pick, it's just everyone.
It's a 3-way tie.
Josh taking time to taunt his opponents.
Like I said, heel Roman Reigns.
Maybe the referee will win the match.
Another extra you can do in 2K24, guest referee. You can be as impartial as you want.
So here's a question.
As biased as you want.
Here's a question for the chat. If, by chance, we were to have WWE 2K24 by next week, would you guys enjoy it if we did some of the WrestleMania showcase matches at the end of, starting at the end of streams from next week? Do you guys want to see us do some of those historical matches after we do MyGM mode? Give you a taste of the story mode of that game? Locking up.
One of the story modes.
Right, we won't do a long play of the game. We'll, King Israel saying yeah.
Excellent.
Cool, yeah. Maybe we start at the beginning and do one every week.
I think that sounds good. Relive some of the best WrestleMania matches.
Yeah, just because with the great reviews it's getting. Josh, what's going on with Josh's arms? Oh no.
I believe his his
no.
his Power Glove has glitched out. His subscription has run out. He hasn't repaid the service.
Josh, hurry up. Update your information. Get your power.
You gotta never take that off auto pay, Josh.
Get your Power Glove renewed. It's destroying your arms. Oh man, this is great. It looks like the stairs have possessed Josh. What if Josh wins the match like this?
I would laugh very, very hard. Oh!
King Israel, call for the tables. Here are the tables. Josh is in tenet. He's actually moving backwards while this match is moving forwards.
They should really move towards the ring.
Josh is inverted. Oh. Wow, he's just not able to recover. He's back on his feet. Oh my. An inverted power bomb. New Jack or Rhino in the Hall of Fame. It's really sad that, like, you know, now that New Jack's, like, it is sad for me to have to say that, like, New Jack may only be considered because he's passed away. Like, I hate how WWE does that a lot of times. It's like, they'll let, you know, like with Randy Savage, you know, they were like, when he was alive, no, we're not inducting him. And then as soon as he died, he's like, oh, we have to induct him now.
Right.
I think Rhino would be a definite. Josh, I wrestled with 2 broken freaking arms. I could see Rhino being a definite for the Hall of Fame, though. What about you, 21st Century Fool? What's your opinion on New Jack and Rhino?
I mean, I'd be happy to see both of them in there for sure, but I do agree with you that WWE tends to be reactionary when it comes to wrestlers who have passed away instead of, you know, putting them in there before that, or even giving them any sort of consideration. I think that's the hardest part, is when they clearly are not considering this person, and then they pass, and then immediately they're in the Hall of Fame. And you're like, okay.
I was really happy when, I was impressed and happy when New Jack unfortunately passed away, that they let Paul Heyman dedicate a big speech to him on the what?
Josh is lost. Josh is in trouble. Josh is possessed. I need an old referee and a young referee. Someone please clip this.
Now he's Frankenstein walking over to RK. Just, this match can't end if Josh is in the crowd. Oh,
Josh, your new Macarena champion.
Well, he heard you say that. King Israel in the chat, though. This is a good one. Top 3 spears: Rhino, Braun Breaker, Bill Goldberg. Yo, I gotta give you.
Not Roman Reigns.
Not Roman Reigns. That's an absolute correct placement for Braun, because it's not recency bias. He is just so talented at being fast and powerful that, yeah, his spear is incredible. I always loved that Rhino's was called the Gore, and the way Heyman sold it. Always good stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that list. I'm trying to think of other. Clearly, if I can't think of anybody coming to mind right away, you can't really, dethrone that top 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Braun Breaker makes that thing a thing of beauty.
I want to give Edge credit for his spear, because he's had some great ones, especially the spear to Jeff Hardy off the ladder. But
that one was crazy.
That he actually might. But Goldberg's spears are iconic for a reason. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. So we got Josh in the ring. We got Waluigi recovering. RK taking Josh into the ring. I don't know where Josh...
I think if you're doing Mount Rushmore, I think Edge is on it. But I think if you're doing a top 3, then you're just getting Rhino, Braun, and Goldberg.
Right. It's not that I think Edge has the quote-unquote best spear, but I think he did one of the most impressive spears ever in that TLC match. You know what I mean? It's the quality of that one alone, the risk-taking of that one alone was all right, all-timer. Josh recovering. Maybe his arms will calm down by the time he's done there. Wait, did you just see that?
Josh,
did you see Waluigi
using the power of the Power Glove to pull a chair out?
Oh, of course, the flaming table spot with Foley. Oh, stunner.
I was wondering why you didn't bring that one up. I was gonna be like, that's another great spot, and then I was like, did Tom not say that because he thinks it's a horrible spot, since apparently you're anti-Mick today?
I'm not anti-Mick. All right, hang on. We got Josh off the ropes. And a stunner on Waluigi. This could be it. Is RK retaining his title right here, right now? 1, 2, 3.
Yes, he is.
RK stays on top. Josh, you glitched your way out of a title opportunity.
WWE United States Champion, the Eagle RK.
You know, Matt, I know we're competing here. Top 3 theme songs. I mean, it's Edge. On this day. Big fan of the Nexus theme song. Not gonna lie. And Josh glitched his way into so many hearts. Yeah, that's kind of undeniable. Finishing the top 3. That's actually a bit hard. I'll definitely get back to you on that, King Israel. All right, let's see how our shows rounded out 21st Century Fool.
Top 3 is, man, that's going to be difficult.
Looks like SmackDown cooked you this week, buddy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's 1 week.
Match quality B, we gained 49,000 fans, and we made a nice little 75K profit. Becca is such a natural at tables matches. Need to see this more often. Apocalypse QT and Becca Yeager are an incredible tag team. Well, you're hearing it first from our fans on fake Twitter. What are they saying over on Raw, 21st Century Fool?
They are saying Trixie Gambit and Clubberella, incredible tag team.
Wow, it's almost like they're the same tweets.
Right? Who knew?
And you won a coast to coast. And, oh, look who's on top. Look at that. Keep that.
Still early, Tom. It's week 3. Week 4.
Keep that belt warm for me. I'm going to be Mr. MyGM before you know it. You want to check your
We'll
text
see.
messages and then we'll wrap up?
All right, then.
Oh, Slow Chemical Cane. Yo, that's respect for that one. I loved Slow Chemical Cane theme song. Oh, all right. Increase to morale. Oh, look at this. Jake thinks that JB and he would be great as a tag team. Can you believe that?
Sorry, Jake. No. Let's see how that works out.
That's so funny that they just find their way to each other,
Right?
even in these modes. Alrighty. Well, I thought this was a pretty dang good night here for Bad Elephant Wrestling and for MyGM mode. 21st Century Fool, did you have a good time?
It's always a good time here on Mammoth Monday, hanging out with some friends, the old ones in the chat, the new ones who have just joined us.
Yeah.
How do you not have a good time despite, my GM, it's 1 week. It's only 1 week. It's fine. I'll bounce back.
There you go. That's a good attitude. Thank you, King Israel, for the follow. Really appreciate you having you hang out. Metroid Mike, JB, Jake, and Cowboy from Game Corp, Josh, Becca, everyone else who hung out with us tonight. We loved seeing you all. Before we wrap up, 21st Century Fool, you have anything you want to say to our fans? Any messages?
Give me a minute. I gotta go to the restroom real.
It's the end of the stream. All right. Well, while 21st Century Fool wastes my time, just to remind you all that we are live every Monday here at twitch.tv/Bad Elephant Wrestling. We are here. And, hey, 2K24 could be coming. What the?